already killed by the elephant, and couple of families have already left because here it's a human elephant confrontation.
They have roamed the forest of Asia since the beginning of time. Mystical and majestic, they have inspired legends and have even been exalted to a god. But although the elephant is worshipped by some, its existence is now severely threatened. With a diminishing habitat and a shrinking forage area, the Asian elephant is finding it hard to survive. The Ceylon elephant, the largest of the Asian elephants, is found only on Sri Lanka. 30,000 head once roamed the island's vast jungles. But conditions changed dramatically during the 1800s and 1900s. Today less than 3,000 animals remain, dispersed in small pockets of jungle and in animal reserves. In 1970, tropical forests covered 50% of the island. Today these forests have shrunk to merely 20%. In the shadow of human development and conflict, the elephants of paradise may soon become extinct.
So there is a scarcity of food and water in the small scrub jungles where they live. So during nights, these elephants, they enter the village. When an elephant or a herd of elephants enter their plot of vegetables, they destroy it in just a matter of 1 hour or 2 hours. So we can't blame the villagers. They have to safeguard their interest and they have to chase the elephants away. At the beginning, they can just shout at them, or just by making a fire or firing few crackers, they can chase them away. After some time, the elephants get used to it. Then the villagers get into the gun. So that's why we have hundreds of deaths of elephants a year in this area.
Outside a small village in the Sri Lankan countryside, a young male elephant was found severely injured. In their search for food, the elephants often come into conflict with humans. Local farmers shoot at the hungry animals with homemade rifles, trying to drive them away. The elephant team is working to save the wild elephants that have come into conflict with humans. 10 men under the leadership of Dr. Nandana Attapattu make up the team, but resources are scarce and supplies are meager and primitive. We were never able to find out if this elephant had killed anyone in the village or inflicted any damage. Despite efforts to ease his suffering and make him comfortable, we knew he would never leave this muddy pool alive.
Yes, we are trying to change him to the other side now, because he has been lying on the same side for the last 2.5 days. So we want to change his side and give him more energy.
An estimated 200 elephants are killed every year on Sri Lanka. The civil war that has raged between the Sri Lankan army and the Tamil guerrillas for more than 25 years continues to ravage the countryside. Elephants have been caught in crossfire, and those trying to help them run the same risk. Elephants that for one reason or another have been frightened or chased away from their home range can be very dangerous. Plantations or even houses can be targeted in their search for food. Elephants kill approximately 400 people every year on Sri Lanka, mostly farmers who are trying to protect their crops and possessions. If the husband, the family provider, is killed, the rest of the family is often left destitute. Although tradition, religion, and the law forbid hunting wild animals on Sri Lanka, poaching is increasing and has now become a major problem. The most common poacher is a local villager hunting deer or wild boar to feed his family. But since they don't have any real hunting rifles, they often set primitive homemade traps.
This is the dangerous part.
What is it?
It's a trap gun. It's a trap gun. Now they have kept it here for animal. But when we follow the elephant, if by accidentally if we pass it, we will get injured. Sometimes it could be fatal. And it's a loaded one. Well, even the elephants could get hurt. But usually they aim at deer, samba, wild boar, or wild buffalo, animals like that. But of course, whatever the animal passes the ring will get hurt. And most probably it could be fatal. It's more dangerous than a shotgun or a rifle.
Hundreds of elephants all over Sri Lanka are injured and dangerous. They desperately need to be captured and transferred to safer areas.
The footprints, clearly you can see.
It takes days to plan and execute a transfer of one of these potential killers. The elephant team was now on the trail of a large bull elephant that had terrorized the countryside, accused of killing 14 people in one village alone. During the hot hours of the day, the elephants retreat into the coolness of the jungle to rest, and can be surprisingly difficult to detect in the thick vegetation. Suddenly, the menacing bull was only meters in front of us. Dr. Atapato decided to tranquilize the animal right away. Tranquilizing elephants is tricky. You have to be close enough to aim and shoot the dart gun. But an elephant that has just been hit by a dart gets angry. It is wise to be as far away as possible. It takes nearly 15 minutes before the elephant falls asleep, and then the elephant team has only a few minutes to get the work done.
Yes, I'm here. I'm coming.
Finish. Hey, film it. It will come out now. That's the effect of the drug. See, little by little it will come out. He's very badly injured. So many gunshots here. You can see one here.
Like a scene from Gulliver's Travels, the giant is overpowered and tied down by tiny creatures. A tranquilizer called immobilon is used to put the elephant to sleep. One drop is enough to kill a man. Dosage is based on the size and development of the brain, and not the size of the body. It was obvious that this elephant had been suffering for a long time.
But I have a problem here because this animal is very badly injured. There are so many gunshot injuries, you can see it.
When the heavy ropes were tied and anchored as well as possible, the bull needed to be awakened quickly to avoid any lasting damage from the powerful drug. Fully awake, the elephant begins a vicious tug-of-war with the team. This is the most dangerous phase of the capture because the ropes don't always hold. Resigned to his fate, the elephant eventually calmed down. Over 100 bullet wounds riddled the elephant's body. He also had injuries to his forelegs, typical of wounds inflicted by poachers' traps.
So with the advance in age and with this sort of injuries, sometimes the tranquilizing could be fatal. So we are lucky and fortunate that we managed to revive him. At times what happens is when the animal's health condition is so poor, after tranquilizing, he won't get up. You can't revert him. But here we are fortunate. And fellow has been under immense harassment by the villagers. He has got enough shots. Some could be gunshot injuries, some could be trap gunshot injuries. Because even today while we are walking, we came across a trap gun. So that's very dangerous. That's why I ask you to just walk behind each other without going on different directions.
The serious infections combined with the effects of the tranquilizer and the tropical heat caused the elephant's temperature to rise, and he was obviously not feeling well. All they had to cool him down was a jug of water and a teacup. Later, a few damp banana leaves eventually made him more comfortable. Capturing the elephant was only the beginning. To move the giant, the team had to clear a road through the jungle and dig a low